of beauty rich and rare. In history's page let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Vice-Chancellor, fellow council members, staff of the university, graduates, ladies and gentlemen. To members of a university, a ceremony for the presentation of awards is an important and happy occasion. To all of you, I extend a warm welcome. To graduates, I offer congratulations and best wishes. The university's mission commits it to achieving international excellence in education and research. It's also committed to work through partnerships for regional, national and global enrichment. The university's record of achievement, particularly in research, is outstanding. The university currently ranks 9th out of the 37 public universities in Australia in terms of its research income, which approximates to about $25 million each year. Total funding devoted to research, research scholarships, research infrastructure each year exceeds $36 million. The Australian Research Council is one of the peak grant bodies in Australia. For ARC grants commencing in 1999, the university had the highest success rate of all the Australian universities in competitive bidding for research funds. The university has more than 15 research centres and institutes, over 50 research programs of international repute, and over 950 research masters and Doctor of Philosophy candidates. It is an exceptional performance across all faculties and reflects the quality of the research being conducted by the university staff. More generally, these achievements are also significant because good research feeds into teaching. Education today is about the acquisition of lifelong learning skills. I believe that our graduates today will in the future make significant contributions in the local, national, and in the case of some, the international community. I also take this opportunity to remind those receiving their testamenters today that as graduates of the university, you automatically become members of convocation. You thus join more than 45,000 other graduates and have an opportunity through the elected representatives to become involved in the governance and the developments of the university. I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Economics and Commerce to present diplomats and graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of the Diploma in Computing Studies, Raymond Berg. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Business, Brett Blacker. Thomas Bridson. Wesley Bryan. Anthony Campbell. Gavin Casey. Carolyn Chalmer. Jeffrey Childs. Kylie Curtis. Anthony Endersby. Benjamin Finney. Kirsten Fisher. Erin Fryer. Gladys Fuma Ono. Adam Gibson. Melanie Gray. Alastair Hickey. Jean Ho. Alan Seung. Carey Hughes. Luke Hutchinson. Michael Ingham. Robert Kiersey. Natalie Kerr. Hui Lee. Grant Madden. Belinda Ma. Karen Maybury. Richard McCosker. Guy McMillan. Anthony Morrison. Melissa Morrison. Jordan Neo. Ruby Ng. Kelly O'Neill. Brenda Page. Wei Pang Fong. Melissa Parisi. Martin Pearce. Aaron Porter. Fiona Reid. Amy Richardson. Belinda Thomas. Melissa Tolhurst. Leah Waite. Keith Walker. Kelly Wood. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Commerce, Aaron Abella. Natasha Agarfanov. Ifcha James Ahmed. Christopher Bradley. David Campbell. Erin Cardwell. Deirdre Koyenta. James Clifton. Darren Crichton. Gregory Dagg. Monica Garcia. Nicola Garrett. Luke Gibson. Pollyanna Glasson. Alana Gudgeon. Megan Hamburger. Todd Hearn. Robert Hindley. Jeanette Howden. Katie Maloney. Melissa Matchett. Catherine McCann. Karen McMurray. Paul McNamara. Alison McSweeney. Joanne Meek. Richard Moody. Adele Moylan. Amber Nicholas. Harkin Owner. Kay Tik Hung. Gavin Quinn. Syed Rizvi. Nicole Robinson. Marie Rossi. Christopher Smith. Melanie Smith. Paul Suto. Chad Steed. Jodie Walsh. Tracy Whelan. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Economics, Bridget Falau. Christopher Gibson. Brandon Gradwell. Simon Henderson. Dean Hinchy. Andrew Shannon. Anna Marie Simon. Mark Torrance. Leah Young. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate for the award of the degrees of Bachelor of Economics and Bachelor of Commerce. This graduate has studied for both awards simultaneously. John Anthony. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Economics with honours Class 2, Division 1, Gavin Hill. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Information Science, Benjamin Baker. Kempton Blackett. Daniel Buckingham. Philip Cheswick. Christopher Deere. Amanda Dobson. Ben Fuller. Irene Gunnawan. Troy Herbert. Wan Lee. Amber Lawrence. Jessica Magnuson. Dominic Murphy. William Thomas. Timothy Vaughan. John Walton. Benjamin Williams. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of the Graduate Certificate in Business Administration, Gregory Chalmers. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of the Graduate Certificate in Marketing, John Sinol. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Business Administration, Fui Leng Chong. Michael Coughlin. Mark Harrison. Jennifer McCabe. Manish Panchal. Susan Robinson. Prabhakar Vinay. Nok Vo. Gregory Wilkinson. Dai Wu. Emmanuel Zebi. Min Zhu. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Human Resource Management and Industrial Relations. Haiyu Chung. Michelle Hancock. Adele Lacusson. Eddie Lim. Anne McGrath. Claire Polonsky. Peter Turner. Stephen Woodbridge. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Marketing, Michelle Ashton. Jane Ball. Michael Benson. Giobing Chen. Kornkarman Shriem. Jodie Toft. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of diplomats and graduates from the Faculty of Economics and Commerce.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Education to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education in Special Education Art, Tracy English. Louise Freebody. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education, Design and Technology, Scott Barth. Neville Code. Adrian Crew. David Garland. Craig Hayden. Maxwell Host. Mick Lee. Shane Lloyd. Stephen Robertson. Paul Rummery. Daniel Shaughnessy. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Languages, Lena Lay. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Education Primary, Michelle Kelly. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Education Social Sciences, Owen Jackson. Janine Taylor. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Arts, Christine Fairweather. Jason Fairweather. Rebecca Love. Megan Lowe. Lisa Wern. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Music with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Jessica Farrell. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Health and Physical Education, Peter Hall. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Science, John Grubb. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Teaching, Bachelor of Social Science, Megan Andrews. Nicole Brown. Veronica McMahon. Patricia Potts. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the award of the Graduate Certificate in Educational Studies, Anne-Marie Barnett. Davina Bowen. Helen Emery. John Hart. Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements for the award of the Diploma in Education Secondary with Merit, Theodore Bagatzis. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Educational Studies, Rosalind Ramplin. Nobutoshi Watanabe. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Leadership and Management in Education, Paul Barth. Yvonne Keevers. John Morrison. Terry Yardy. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Special Education, Mark MacDonald. Karen Milford. Christine Okello. Ian Thompson. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Master of Special Education Sensory Disability, John Berryman. Catherine O'Gorman. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Education.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science, Consumer Science, Anna Briggs. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Applied Science, Medical Radiation Technology, Joseph Turner. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Annette Osei Kumar. Chancellor, I present to you graduates of the degree of Bachelor of Occupational Health and Safety, Andrew Graves. Congratulations. Deborah Spalding. Chancellor, I present to you candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the award of the Graduate Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety, Jeffrey Coates. David Morrison. Manuel Ruiz Fernandez. How are you doing? Chancellor, I present to you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements of the award of the Graduate Diploma in Health Promotion, Deborah Radvin. Chancellor, I present you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements of the award of the Graduate Diploma in Medical Statistics, Xenia Dolja. Chancellor, I present you candidates who have satisfied the requirements of the award of the Graduate Diploma in Occupational Health and Safety, Deborah McMahon. Jennifer Ravel. Chancellor, I present you a candidate who has satisfied the requirements of the award of the Graduate Diploma in Sports Nutrition, Anastasia Chandra. Congratulations. Chancellor, I present you graduates of the degree of Master of Medical Science, Clinical Epidemiology, John Kavanagh. Adriana Ruzes Ferrandez. Chancellor, I present you a graduate of the degree of Master of Medical Science, Health Social Science, Sloane Birrell. Chancellor, I present you graduates of the degree of Master of Medical Statistics, Bill Fung. Congratulations. Jennifer Powers. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Medicine and Health Sciences.
I now call on the Dean of the Faculty of Music to present graduates from that faculty.
Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Music, Michael Jobson. Chancellor, I present to you a graduate of the degree of Bachelor of Music with Honours Class 2, Division 2, Sophia Ree. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Music.
I call on the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Research to present Research Higher Degree graduates.
Chancellor, I present to you Andrew Gardner for the degree of Master of Medical Sciences, Community Medicine and Clinical Epidemiology. Mr. Gardner's thesis title is The Evaluation of an Immunisation Register. Chancellor, Andrew Gardner. Chancellor, the degree of Doctor of Philosophy is awarded to a graduate who has successfully completed a prescribed program of study, principally of research. A thesis embodying the outcomes of that research is the principal basis of examination. The degree is only awarded if the thesis makes a significant and an original contribution to knowledge and to the understanding of the field of knowledge with which it is concerned. Today, the University is proud to honour Doctor of Philosophy graduates who have satisfied these rigorous criteria for the award of the degree. Chancellor, I present to you Patrick McElduff, Bachelor of Mathematics of this university. Dr. McElduff's thesis is entitled Modelling Trends in Coronary Heart Disease Rates. Chancellor, Dr. McElduff. Chancellor, I present to you Darren Morton, Bachelor of Education and Master of Applied Science of the University of Ballarat. Dr. Morton's thesis is entitled Epidemiology and Etiology of Exercise-Related Transient Abdominal Pain. Chancellor, Dr. Morton. Chancellor, I present to you Catherine Rainbird, Bachelor of Arts with Honours of the Australian National University. Dr. Rainbird's thesis is entitled Measuring the Perceived Needs of Patients with Advanced Incurable Cancer Towards Evidence-Based Care of the Dying. Chancellor, Dr. Rainbird. Chancellor, I present to you Zaigang Ren, Bachelor of Medicine and Master of Medicine at the Shanghai Medical College of China. Dr. Ren's thesis is entitled Mechanisms of Host Protection in Subjects Colonised with Helicobacter pylori. My apologies. Chancellor, Dr. Ren. Chancellor, I present to you Ruth Reynolds, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Social Science at the University of New England. Dr. Reynolds' thesis is entitled Geography, History and the Social Sciences, the Evolution of Secondary School Syllabuses in New South Wales, 1967 to 1989. Chancellor, Dr. Reynolds. Chancellor, I present to you Christine Weckett, Master of Education at Charles Sturt University. Dr. Weckett's thesis is entitled Multilingualism and English as a Foreign Language Learning, the Interplay of Cultural, Situation and Pedagogical Context. Chancellor, Dr. Weckett. Chancellor, I present to you Anne-Marie Yulden, Master of Arts of the University of Turku, Master of Arts of Andrews University, and Master of Special Education of this university. Dr. Yulden's thesis is entitled Developmental Changes in the Relationships Between Attributional Beliefs, Language-Related Strategy Knowledge, and Reported Use and Achievement in English for Years 5 to 7 and Years 7 to 9, a longitudinal intervention study. Chancellor, Dr. Yulden. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of Research Higher Degree graduates.
I now call upon the Vice-Chancellor to present a candidate for an honorary degree.
Chancellor, I have pleasure in presenting to you Belinda Clark, Member of the Order of Australia for admission to the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa. Chancellor, Belinda Jane Clark was born in Newcastle and attended Hamilton South Primary and Newcastle High Schools. Her father's profession as a primary school principal meant that for the first 6 years of her life, Belinda Clark and her family lived in many places like Werris Creek and Spring Ridge. Belinda Clark also has an association with the University of Newcastle through her family. Her mother, Margaret, was a graduate of the university and both her mother and uncle have lectured here. Both of Belinda Clark's parents had a strong commitment to both sport and education. Margaret Clark was a talented tennis player whose skills in that sport were recognised very early in her life when she was invited to participate in the Junior Wimbledon event. Margaret Clark later won the Newcastle Open Ladies Single title in 1957 and 1963 and was state country team captain. Alan Clark played inter-district cricket in northwest New South Wales, grade cricket in Newcastle and is a keen golfer. With this background, it is not surprising that Belinda and her siblings grew up to be strongly involved and committed to sport. Belinda Clark's love for and talented sport were manifest early in her life. She competed in hockey in the New South Wales Combined High Schools competition in 1986 and in tennis in the New South Wales Junior competition. In 1991, she made her cricket test debut against India, scoring 104 runs and was subsequently named player of the test series. She has not looked back since. Belinda Clark has been captain of the Australian women's cricket team since 1994. Women's Cricket Australia named Belinda Player of the Year for 1995 and 96-97 seasons. During her captaincy, Belinda has led the Australian side to international success, winning 17 out of the past 19 matches, including the 1997 World Cup victory in India, where she made a world record of 229 not out against Denmark. This victory fulfilled one of Belinda's ambitions of being part of a successful World Cup campaign. Belinda is also the holder of significant personal records, including the Australian record for the highest number of runs in one-day international matches, the world record for the highest individual score and the first double century in a one-day international match for a male or female player, and the record for the first Australian to surpass 2,000 runs in one-day international matches. In 1998, the Bible of English cricket watchers, Wisden, launched its first ever Australian edition. It named Belinda Clark Cricketer of the Year. This decision was prompted by the fact that during her captaincy, Belinda Clark had brought home the World Cup, scored a one-day double century in the process, and achieved the first ever 5-0 international one-day series win by beating England by that margin in the summer of 1998. In the words of Wisden, Belinda Clark has taken women's cricket to an altogether new level. In January 2000, Belinda Clark was made a member of the Order of Australia for service to cricket, particularly through the Australian women's cricket team and the promotion and development of the game for women and girls. On the 18th of September 2000, Belinda was appointed as the Executive Officer of Women's Cricket Australia. Belinda is also the Assistant Development Manager of the New South Wales Cricket Association and is a qualified physiotherapist. The University of Newcastle is pleased to be able to celebrate the achievements of a very distinguished young Novocastrian. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you Belinda Jane Clark, Member of the Order of Australia for admission to the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa.
By virtue of the authority conferred upon me by the Council, I hereby admit Belinda Jane Clark, Member of the Order of Australia, to the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa. Congratulations. We will now have a musical interlude presented by Chamber Choir, Faculty of Music. They will sing Hush on the Death of a Bush Church, composed by Ian Grandage. The text and music of this work were written by the Australian Ian Grandage. The piece was published in 1998 and tells of the struggles between the Indigenous people of Australia and the early settlers who were in search of their glint of gold. The text parallels these two groups of people in conflict, describing them as having jewels of metal and of soul. Ian Grandage concludes that both jewels lost their real hearts long ago. In order to follow the text of the piece, you will have found copies placed on alternate seats throughout the hall. Thanks very much indeed to the Chamber Choir of the Faculty of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Belinda Clark to deliver the occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of Council, staff of the University, friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. It is with a great deal of honour that I stand here today. I feel privileged to be a part of today's ceremony, your graduation. To think back to my days attending school in Newcastle, I could not have imagined being in this situation. People often ask me how it is that a girl from Newcastle got started in cricket and then ended up captaining a national team. Well, I was lucky enough to be encouraged by my parents to play a number of sports, and cricket was just the one that captured my imagination. The test matches in our backyard were very real in my mind, and some innings I still rate amongst my best. But life is about learning, and I certainly have learned a lot since my first game in the school team. My first game for the under-16 Eastern Suburbs boys team, where I hardly set the world on fire. In fact, the team rule that you had to pick up the boundary markers if you got a duck caused me some grief. I picked them up for 7 weeks straight. On the 8th week, I confidently played a French cut for 4. It was a short but glorious innings. Things improved and I went on to play representative cricket and then eventually moved to Sydney to study and play in the Sydney Women's Comp. But the turning point for me came when I was 20. The day before the under-21 New South Wales team was to head to Perth, I was diagnosed with glandular fever. I missed the Australian Championships as well as the rest of the season. At the time, this was devastating, but in hindsight, it was the catalyst to an improved player. After sitting out the season, I realised how important cricket was to me, and I made a promise to myself to play every match as if it was my last. The following season, I moved from the middle of the order up to opening the batting and made my debut at open level for both New South Wales and Australia. And playing for Australia is a great honour. I would classify the World Cup campaign in 1997 as the most satisfying event that I've been involved in. To give you some background, the Australian team finished third in 1993 in the World Cup, and the usual process was followed when a team goes away as favourites and comes home as third, and that's is they replace the coach and the captain. And this provided me with my first taste of captaincy, and I can assure you it was a steep learning curve. At 18 months prior to the 97 World Cup, we were sitting in a training camp with the Australian squad, which was made up of 24 players, and we discussed where we were at, where we wanted to be, and how we were going to do it. Even the fast bowlers could come up with the fact that we wanted to win the World Cup, but we wanted to go a little bit deeper. After much deliberation, we set a mission statement, and it was to work to be the greatest team ever. How are we going to do this? Well, we wanted to set new benchmarks. We wanted to play a brand of cricket which was fun to play and fun to watch. And because the group had ownership of this, they were committed to it. And that was important because we only get to train together a few times a year. We also discussed preparing ourselves to play in India. Things like the playing conditions would be different. There would be cultural differences that would impact on us. But it wasn't until 1 month out that the playing schedule arrived and my biggest fears surfaced. 10 internal flights on Air India in 25 days. And for someone who has a fear of flying, just reading the schedule provoked a sympathetic nervous system response. The first flight was interesting. I felt like I was stepping back in time. We had paisley wallpaper, floral seats, and only the captain's announcing style surpassed the decor. Normally the pilot informs passengers to fasten the seatbelts prior to hitting turbulence, but in this case the pilot announced the rumpy pumpy air only after we'd been thrown around the cabin for several minutes. The 5th flight was the worst, and it was the 5th because I was marking them off. We sat on the runway for 2 hours between 6 and 8 one morning because of a security problem. Due to a power failure with the X-ray machines, all our baggage had to be hand-checked. The pilot kept us informed, a little bit too informed. His last announcement just prior to takeoff was he was confident there wasn't a bomb on the plane and we were set to go. The hectic schedule, which basically had us flying and travelling and playing on alternate days for several weeks, forced the group to take one game at a time, 1 day at a time. Now this is often parroted by athletes when they're interviewed, but it's very difficult to do. Not so in India. You're not sure what's happening in the next hour, let alone the next day or week. We made it through to the final game, which was played in Eden Gardens in Calcutta in front of 80,000 people. And this is something I'll never forget. Neither will the rest of Calcutta. The two main headlines the next day were Aussie wins World Cup, transport chaos, thousands stranded. The government had used most of the buses to get the people to the stadium and forgotten to replace them to get people to work. This was typical. To achieve something as an individual is great, but to be involved in a successful team is much more gratifying. And this is one of the many reasons why sport plays such a critical role in the education of children. Unlike me, many children are not provided with opportunities at home to be involved in sport. And if every child is to have access to the benefits of sport, it is the school that is most equipped to deliver it. As is the case for many athletes in Australia, it's also necessary to forge a working life whilst you're still playing your sport. And this part of my life has taken some interesting turns. I moved to Sydney to study physiotherapy and to play cricket, but after working for 18 months, I decided to travel overseas, and as is the norm, after 5 months I returned with no money and no job. And I happened to fall into the role of cricket development and have recently started a new job of Executive Officer of Women's Cricket Australia. So don't be surprised if your careers evolve and take you somewhere other than your main area of study. Opportunities present themselves to those that work hard. Challenge yourself to do things differently. This responsibility is yours. Regardless of your chosen field, enjoyment of what you're doing won't come from a big paycheck, it won't come from recognition of others, but it will come from within, knowing that you have done everything possible to be the best that you can be. Congratulations on your achievements, good luck for the future, and I'd just like to thank the University of Newcastle for bestowing me this honour. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Belinda Clark. It's good advice, isn't it? Play every game as if it's your last. I now have great pleasure in inviting Andrew Graves to speak on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. Graduation ceremonies are a time of celebration, a time when parents and families heave a sigh of relief and hope. Relief because the tension of studying, of exams, and of things that must be done has come to an end. There is hope that the achievement of a degree or diploma will signal a new start. For many of us, to graduate is to commence upon a career which has before it many opportunities, challenges and promises. Nevertheless, nothing should detract from a feeling of celebration, of achievement, and perhaps of relief. Looking back over the years that you have spent at university, you will probably recall some of the happiest periods in your life, times of excitement and fun, of intellectual stimulation, and above all, friendships. You may also recall many difficult periods and times when you have been pushed to the limits of your capabilities. Most students would agree that education is a tough business. It is something that requires a consistent effort over long periods of time. Essentially, nobody achieves without hard work and guidance. Newcastle University offers a quality of education resulting in its graduates being very employable. Our teachers are accessible. They have time to help you as an individual. They help create learning opportunities. They share our curiosity. I consider myself very fortunate to have been associated with them. A group often not congratulated at graduations is the faculty. I would like to congratulate the academics on the success of their students. Thank you for the trust you have placed in us. The award of degree is primarily a sign that the university trusts us to maintain the high standards for which it is known. This will not be easy. We will do our best. Universities are an essential part of the quality of life in any society. The changing world we live in requires that these world-class centres of learning are maintained. I'm sure I speak for all graduates in saying that we are graduating from one of these fine universities, rigorous in its standards and concerned about each and every one of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew Graves, for your words. The ceremony is now concluded. May I invite all present to join us for a cold drink in the marquee adjoining the Great Hall. The University Union also invites you to make your way afterwards to the Shortland Union building where Devonshire tea will be served. You'll also be able to order photographs, have your testamers framed, and view a range of university memorabilia for sale. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the finish of this afternoon's proceedings. Let's have a drink outside.